Okay, so this is getting back to Nicolette with Josh White, but it is post pain count is kind of where we're picking up. So we went over the intro and saw where she's at. This is how he's going to now build value in the price before going into that. And that's what I really like about how well he does this right here. Is you'll notice. I'll start playing it for you, but you'll notice gathering intel, building value, and then price, kind of in that order.
20. All of you guys barbecue set back here. It's kind of dope.
Gorge is always comment on something that's pretty attractive, cool about their backyard because they've probably spent a ton of time and sweat, blood, and tears going into the backyard. That's a very sacred place, and so it's cool that always build rapport with that.
Get smoky when you cook under it though, or does it escape pretty well?
Not at all. Yeah.
Love
Cool. I like it.
it.
That's fun. It's
Very
almost
good.
that time. Hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
We'll
Seriously.
see. Question for you.
Yeah.
Do these grates come off?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so here he's going to ask a couple of gathering intel questions, and a lot of them are going to be yes questions, which is very key. It's called the funnel close, where you're going to get him to say yes, 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 and does tomorrow work? Yes. And a lot of these are, there's going to be three questions that a lot of them are yeses, which I love. And that's a really easy yes question that I often start with is, okay, so just to double check with you, these grates over the basement window wells, those come off, right? Okay, cool. No, they're not locked. Love it. Okay, so I'll take those off and stick it back on when we're done. I just want to make sure we could get them off.
Okay. And how much do you guys care about the window wells down here? You care about them as well?
I would definitely like these three windows cleaned. The ones on the side, I don't really care about.
Okay, no worries. Cool. So I got
I like that. A lot of times, the older they kind of like grandma, grandpa who are living alone, usually they say, "Hey, I don't want them done. I don't want the basement window wells. I never get down there. We don't go down. That's usually my grandkids. We never use whatever." And so I love clarifying that. And I want to diagnose the problem. That's what I do. That's what I want to add here for you, Josh, is diagnose what you're seeing on the home. So if you see a ripped screen, if you see the basement window wells are super dirty, point out, okay, so these couple window wells right here, these are the dirtiest. This is where I'm going to spend kind of the bulk of my time is getting this off. And he's going to go into how the value there in a second. But I want to diagnose, tell them what I'm seeing that's unique on their property. Just like what was unique in their backyard, you're commenting on. The same thing you're going to do with what's going to build value and what's going to make your technician spend a lot of time on their home. That's what I want to comment on. And so I'm looking for really tall windows, like, okay, cool, this is going to be tough to get on, or this one that's kind of over the overhang. I want to double check. Can my technician get up there? Can he walk on the overhang? Okay, awesome. If not, then we're going to have to do it from the inside. Are there windows that are excessively dirty? Are there concrete splatters on some? Is there still tape from when they built the house on some? Find something that's unique about how dirty their windows are. Show them, diagnose the problem with them, and say, this is what's going to take me a little bit longer, is doing this and getting this back to where it should be.
So without the two on the side, that's 26. Biggest thing for these ones, you have a sprinkler system.
Yeah.
That's where your hard water.
Gorgeous. You notice the answer? Yeah. That's where your hard water is coming from. He's diagnosing the problem. Gorgeous. That's why your windows are getting dirty. That's why we need to keep them clean and see me on a routine basis. And so again, you're building logic of why they need to see you on a seasonal basis.
Like coming from here. It is everyone. So we take like a steel wool, it's super soft. It's industrial grade special.
Okay.
We go and scrub up all the calcium on the windows for you guys. So that way it keeps looking nice. They don't become opaque over time.
Yeah.
And then as far as
That's beautiful. So you're, again, adding value before you're going into price, of showing why is it going to cost a couple $100 to get your windows cleaned is because I'm doing it with an ultrafine steel wool. And what that does, I'm actually going to put a solvent on the windows. Now I'm going to add this to this feature and benefit here, is I'm going to put a solvent and let it soak. It's not too long. It's about 5-10 seconds, but it's enough to dissolve that calcium deposit. And then you got to buff it out with the steel wool and a lot of elbow grease. Okay, that's what's going to take me a lot of time, and seeing how dirty these are, I'm going to let my technician know to spend a little bit more time here. It's probably going to be 20 minutes just on this window. And so I just want to give you a heads up with this size of home, it's probably going to take 2, 3, 4 hours. So I'm going based off of kind of each $100 is a good guess, like how much per hour it'll take the technician to go on. So on a 209 house, it's going to take about 2 hours to get this done. And so I want to build the pain that I'm going through of why they're paying me. You see what I'm saying? I want them to see that I'm suffering, that I'm cleaning, that I'm doing the work that they don't want to do, that I'm using steel wool and a solvent. I'm waiting for it to dissolve and buffing it out. They don't want to do that, but it's what needs to get done. It's just what has to get done to get your windows clean. But I'm the one that's going to pay the price. And so I want to demonstrate the time and the price that's being paid for the money that they're paying me to do it.
Screens go. I don't see any damage. We can pop them off and clean them for you guys.
Okay.
So you have like a screen cleaning machine
Yeah.
that we feed them through. You said you asked about it. Have you noticed too much on the screens that's been bothering you, or just
Okay, that question really right there is, you asked about it. Was there something that's been bothering you? It's such good just self-awareness to say, okay, I remember she mentioned, do you guys clean the screens? I'm going to bring that back up later and saying, okay, so you mentioned this. What's on your mind? Why did you ask me that question, essentially? But that's such good awareness and sales awareness and self-awareness to say, if they mentioned it, it's for a reason. I'm going to bring it back up later. It's so good because that's why she's paying him to clean their windows, is because of the screens that she mentioned at the very beginning. Kind of everything else, yes, she wants to get them done, but definitely she wants to make sure that the screens are getting clean too. And so it's awesome that he did that and brought that back up here.
It just, yeah, kind of dusty to the point where it's like obviously blocking.
yeah,
the
yeah,
deal. Yeah.
yeah. This will change your life.
Mhm.
We'll pop them off. We also do
It'll change your life. That's good.
the tracks here, because one of the things that happens is like there's a lot of just buildup in those corners when you pop them out. So
Yeah.
you never heard of glide, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right there. This is beautiful, but I want to emphasize the value. I want to go over again and end it on a powerful, confident note. And so it's saying, yes, this is going to be awesome and it will change your life, maybe for a day or two, but you are going to love me. It's all of the glass with the tracks and the screens each time I come out. And just a quick little recap right there. I'd love, right before we go into price.
We're from Warren. So I'm one of the owners.
Okay.
So as far as this goes, so like I said, 26. We'll see you're below 25.
Mhm.
21. Usually it's 309 for the first one.
Okay.
And we like you guys to use it seasonally. So it's 209 every 3 months. So it's really not bad. Includes everything I just told you. So the screens, frames, tracks, sills, hard water.
Beautiful. So you're planting that 309 high, and he's not going to price drop right here.
Here's the deal, Nicolette, because I'm trying to get a few more jobs out here.
See, you went into 309, built up, recapped all the value that they're doing, that Josh is going to do on the home with the windows, the screens, and the tracks. And then he does not immediately go into a price drop, but then goes into a justification for the price drop. So before the price drop, there's always a logical justification, because it's weird and salesy if you immediately drop your price. That price that you're quoting them was fake, and they feel that, and it's just weird. And so there needs to be that logical justification before you do it.
Yeah.
We're trying to get more business out here because we're kind of moving this
Mhm.
way. So instead of 309, if someone gives a shot, I can actually take $80 off.
$80, that's cheap. That's so cheap. But you hear the logical justification of, my technicians are going to be here with them, and I'm kind of moving up this way. If I could get you in after that, I'll take off $80.
And do the first one for like $229.
Is it that much per cleaning?
No, so just $229.
Such a good buying question. Is it that much per cleaning? She's in.
For the first one,
Okay.
and $209 for all the rest of them after. For as long as you want to use us.
Okay. Okay.
So like my goal is you like it enough to keep using us.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Love that. So my goal is to make you like it so much that you want to keep using me. And all I'm asking, see me for a year. After that, again, I'm going to be pretty blunt with you. My hope is you stay with me, but I will touch base and see if you want to keep going there.
Try out for a year, and the first one, like I said, I can make for $229. We're doing you have the Jenkins down here, Rachel?
And then she says yes, but I just want to recap that. I want to add at the end of every sale, one, my intention is that you stay with me for as long as you're in the home. That's my goal. Right now, all I'm asking, so it kind of sets like a big commitment of the entire time you're in the home. But right now, all I'm asking is see me for a year. Okay. And there's a 2-week warranty after every single service. So no harm, no foul. But I do want to set my intention is that you're going to be with us with us as long as you are in the home. That is so good. And drop in kind of that seasonal. So yeah, that's why we do it seasonally. Throw in something there before getting to price, which he did a little bit earlier on, but throw in the seasonal plug before getting to price, so it's not quite a shock. Those are two things I think Josh did really well right here.
She's like on
Sounds
this way.
familiar.
They're like the second or third house, and we're doing her today.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's kind of why I'm here.
Okay.
But yeah, we can do it for 229.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Cool. She's in, and we'll go into a couple more objections that she goes over next time. But that was a fantastic building value post pains pre-price with a pretty condensed, powerful price there.